Comparison is the thief of joy. Now, this is a phrase that I'm sure all of you have heard at least once in your life. And honestly, it couldn't be more true. Like, I'll be feeling good about making progress of something, be proud of myself. But then I'll look around and see someone doing it just as good or even better than me. And I'll start to compare myself to them. And I'll get sad and upset. For example, I go to the gym about 5 to 6 times a week, and I do it because I've been skinny my whole life, and I just want to make a change, I try to bulk and then just go to the gym to get bigger. And a lot of times, I'll notice that I'm getting stronger and a little bigger and seeing progress, and I'll get happy about it. Then I'll look around me in the gym, and I'll just see dudes that are like way bigger than me, dudes that have like the dream physique that I'm going for, and I'll compare myself to them, and it really does like make me upset. It really is. It takes my joy away, because I realize that they have things that I want, but I still have to work to get them. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people deal with this kind of thing and relate to it. Whether it doesn't have to be the gym. It could be like school, like jobs, just anything, any goals or anything you're working towards, really. I think comparing yourself to other people is honestly just like a part of human nature, Like, we're kind of wired to compare ourselves to people just because we're all human. And I think a lot of people think like, if we're all human, like, I feel like I can do something that someone else can do. At least I feel like I kind of think like that sometimes. And I feel like the difference is that, in this day and age, we got all this social media, like, Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube that I'm talking on right now. And all these platforms, people will post stuff, post their lives, and a lot of it's like it makes it easy to compare yourself to people. Like, say you're on Instagram and someone posts like a few pictures of their trip in like Italy, right? And let's say like you're someone that has never been to Italy, or you can't like afford to go there. You're probably going to compare yourself to them and be like, man, I wish I was them. I wish I was out in Italy right now, or I wish I was anywhere. I wish I just had these experiences that these people have. And it's just like, it makes you feel bad about yourself and your life. Like, even me, like, I'm a pretty small YouTube channel right now. I'll compare myself like almost every day to these bigger YouTube channels, because that's where I want to be. I want to be successful with this channel, and I want to get it somewhere that I'm happy with and I'm proud of. And I think I can do that eventually, but since I don't have that right now, it's all I really want. And I just compare myself. The thing about comparisons is that they make you blind to like your own progress. Like, you could be doing things that are good for you and make you proud, and just because you're not at someone else's level, you don't give yourself enough credit for making this progress. And it's just like, that just sucks, because people really don't see the value in themselves a lot. And I feel like people quit on their goals because they think, it's going to take forever to reach them. And that may be true, but, I've said this before, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't take that first step. Like, I had 1,000 subscribers a few weeks ago, and I was super happy, super grateful for it. And then I started scrolling on YouTube, and I just see all these creators that have hundreds of thousands, even millions of subscribers. And I'm just thinking, wow, I mean, I wish that was me. But the thing is, that can be me. I just have to put the work in, stop comparing myself to others, and maybe I can become a channel with like that kind of motion, But honestly, one of the most important things I think when it comes to this topic is the only kind of comparison that you should be doing is comparing yourself to who you were yesterday or last month or last year. Basically, comparing yourself to who you were in the past and just trying to top that. You know, reflecting back and saying, are you growing? Are you better than who you were a year ago or even like a month ago? And have you gotten closer at all to accomplishing your goals? And if the answer to that is yes, then you're already like one step closer than everyone else. And sometimes, instead of letting comparison make you feel worse, you can even flip it into like an inspiration. Like, instead of being jealous of someone's success, you can think, oh, okay. I mean, if they can do it, I can do it, right? Like, it's possible. We're all humans. You know, if I put in the work, I can get there. I think it's really all about mindset, you know? Like, mindset is such an important thing, because, like, if you have a mindset that's like, you know, I'll never be like that guy, I'll never be able to do what these people can do, then you're never going to be able to do it, period. But if you shift your mindset and start thinking like, hey, I can do this, I just got to start putting the work in, make yourself a plan, like you can accomplish your goals. It's crazy to see like what a simple shift in your mindset can do for you, because honestly, it's helped me so much. I'm still trying to, you know, find like an even better mindset, but I truly have seen growth just from changing the way I like my perspective on the world. So yeah, comparison really is the thief of joy, and if you let it run through your brain a lot, you'll never feel satisfied. Honestly, I think the way to combat this is just having gratitude in yourself, just looking at what you do and where you've come from, you know, who you were in the past and who you are now, because there is always going to be someone that's doing better than you, but there's also someone who would love to be where you are. So go out there, do something that makes you proud, and then don't let comparison steal your joy. That's about it though. See you in the next one.